Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vanessa's Van Life Journey. I'm Vanessa. I live in a van, and her name is Treasure, and I'm building out my new van, which is Sunshine. Today, I have an unboxing, and I'm going to install this product. It's called Bug Wall. It's from the company, the Bug Wall, and it's going to be a screen for this door over here. So I am excited to unbox this and install it because I'm getting ready to start sleeping in the van at night, and this is definitely a necessity, and I am so excited. They gave me a little cozy cup and a sticker. Thank you. And this is how it comes packaged. Clips. I haven't watched an instruction video, so we're gonna try to do this. And then this is the thick clips, and then I'll come back and we can install it. So far it looks like it's going to be wide enough. Let me stand up. Oops, I need my let's see. Okay, you guys, so I am back and getting ready to install my new Bug Wall. And let me just tell you guys that you're going to get some, these are called thin clips. And you also have some thick clips. And you're going to clip the bug screen around the metal of the van. And so you might need some thinner ones and some thicker ones. So they did send you some of each so that you can do that. So that is what you're going to need. I'm going to get this out the way. And they also sent you some additional 3M tape. The thing I'm going to do is take this down. And I brought a bucket of water here. As you can see under here, this is very dusty and dirty. So you want to clean before you apply it. So look at that. So I'm going to clean it real good. I'm going to clean it real good before I install it. Years of dirt and dust if you've never pulled this off. And you can also clean your gasket as well. And they were saying that when you take this off, you want to push it back to reset it. You want to push it back to reset it. So I'm going to clean this off as well. I'm going to clean the whole thing and just make sure that I'm starting with clean product. So you're going to need some clamps, because you're going to need to clamp this up while you're installing it, especially if you're working alone. So the first thing you want to do is hold it up and kind of eyeball it and see where you're going to want everything. And if you're working by yourself, you're going to want to do this and then stand back and have a look at it. So I'm just gonna put this up here just to give myself an idea of where I might want this, and then I'm gonna stand back and take a look at it and just eyeball everything, see if everything is gonna be even. As you can see, because the way I got it clamped up, the zip up at the top is not looking even. And you could also decide if you want, how low you want it at the bottom. Like, you want to make sure you have enough room on the side so when you pin that in, you're going to be able to pull that tight. So you want to make sure you leave enough room on the side. So let me see, did I lower it a little bit? Yes, I did. It did come down a little further. And if you want to fix it where you pretty much don't have to cut it that much at all, you can bring it down as low as you can get it. So that way you won't really have to take that much off of it. And if you want to like reuse it for the future, you can reuse it possibly on another vehicle because you didn't take that much off. So let me see if I bring it down. My clamps are not helping, y'all. This is real life problems. Real life. So what I think I'm gonna do, because I'm having problems with these clamps, I think I'm gonna find where I want it in the center, put it up like that, get my pins and put it up and work my way to each side. As you can see, this right here is off-centered. The zip is off-centered. It's not directly in the middle, and it is magnetized. So it is magnetized. You want it to be even. So let me get my pins. I'm gonna start with my thin pack. Just tear that open. And these are the pins. You're just gonna push them up. That's what's gonna hold it in place. You're still gonna put your rubber gasket back on, but these are what's gonna hold it in place underneath your gasket. So find where you think you might want this. Just push this up, and that's gonna hold that up. I think these are going to be fairly easy to take off. So you can kind of get an idea of where you might want this. And then you can stand back can stand back and look at this before you finalize everything. Keep in mind you have thick ones, you have thick pins or clamps, whatever you want to call them, and you have some thin ones. So I'm just going to put another thin one right here. I think I'm going to grab a thick one. You could just put a few in at first, and then after you finish and you're sure you have everything up, you can come back and put the extra ones just to give it extra security. Liking how it's hanging at the bottom and it's covering my doorway. I'm liking that. So now all I would have to do is like pull this to the side. And if I want this to be more over this way, then I would just pull that over some more. So, but like my zip, I need enough room to pull this tight over on this side. So it seems like I might need to pull this more over some more, because I'm gonna need some more room for this zip, or that might work. That's probably gonna work. This is an easy DIY that you can do by yourself, you guys, but I do suggest that you take your time and do it right. This is not a marathon. You can put the pins in and you can easily put them out after you see the look of everything. So I do suggest that you pin it up temporarily, then get back and take a look at it and see if you need to readjust anything. Okay, you guys, so you could just play with it a little while, and my hands are so dusty, I just put some dust on here. You could just play with it for a while and see how you can get it. As you can see, I have a few little like wrinkles in here, so I could just play with it to get that out. And if that doesn't bother you, you could leave it like that. I think I'm gonna play with it a little more, and all I would have to do is just pull the clamp out. Make sure you put on some gloves, because you're gonna need to push that in really well. And another thing, on the sides, most of the sides take the large pin, and then the top takes the smaller one. So on the sides, you're probably gonna need the large ones. So let me see if I could get that off of there and just pull this a little more to try to get some of the wrinkles out. It was very easy to just pull some of the pins out, readjust everything, and relocate where I wanted everything to be in position. So that's what I did, and I'm going back around the perimeter and just making sure all the pins are pushed in very nicely, so that way my gasket can fit tight. Okay, you guys, so I am finished adjusting this and playing with it. I'm satisfied with how it is. So the next thing you're gonna do is you are going to start putting your gaskets up, and you can start at the bottom or the top. It's totally 100% up to you where you want to start putting your gasket in. One suggestion I'm gonna make is when you push these pins in, make sure, put all your force and make sure they are pushed all the way in, because if they're not pushed all the way in, then your gasket is not gonna be pushed all the way in. So make sure you push those all the way in, and now you can just grab your gasket. And you're gonna have a lot of pins left over. It's up to you how many pins you want to put in here. This one just popped out. I might need a small one right there in that area. Let's see, that was a large one. I might need a small one down here, and push it and make sure it's gonna fit tight on there, because sometimes when you pull these on and off, you can loosen this up. So you just want to make sure it's gonna go in there tight, and try to.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Here, what is? Huh? Where? On the side of the trailer?
Yeah.
Guess what? You're officially blind, just like I am. See how this go? And I was telling you, so you're gonna have to trim the excess off. This right here pushes up into that,
Oh, okay.
and you just trim off the excess. Okay, you guys, I just need to finish putting my gasket on. It seems like I have a little excess left. I'm not sure why, but I'm trying to close my door and my door won't close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right here. Try to close your door first. I'm gonna cut this right here, and I'm gonna see if that was keeping my door from closing. And as you can see, it was. That was in the way of keeping the door from closing. So now I can finish going up and see if I can see where this excess gasket needs to go. I hope I don't need to cut that, but yeah, we have some excess gasket. I started at the bottom, so let me make sure that everything is snug as a bug in the rug. As you can see, you guys, I am taking my time, and sometimes you have to do things twice to get it right. And so I had to do the gasket again. This time I started at the bottom by the door, and then everything fit perfectly after that. You guys, I am finished. I just have to go around and trim all the edges. If you want to leave the edges untrimmed for a couple of days just to make sure you're satisfied with the placement of your bug wall before you cut it, you can just leave it like this for a couple of days, use it, and make sure you're satisfied with the placement. Also, I want to tell you guys about a couple of features. If you unzip this right here and you open this up, you can roll this all the way up And you have these clamps up here. That you can just tie them up like that. And you can do the same thing with this side. Same thing with that side. And there is enough room on the side of here for you to cut that it should be able to fit a wider door. So I think regardless of what vehicle you have, you will be able to fit this on your side door. Just check the specs when you order and make sure you're ordering the right one. But other than that, I think it's enough room. Let me see if I like that better. You could probably get closer. To this with that. Let's see, did it cut it? I don't think my blade is sharp enough. Yeah, my blade must be dull.
Need a new blade.
This one's cutting.
Cutting, now I can flip it.
I think I might go back to my scissors though.
Over here on the side.
Okay, you guys, so that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go and trim around it at a later date with a sharper blade and really take my time, but I just did the preliminary install. And I just want to let you guys know that this was a very easy install. It came with everything that you need, and the little clamps that it came with, there are extra pins. I don't know what you want to call them, if you want to call them pins, but they come in large and extra large. I mean, they come in small and large. So mostly around the side frames of the door is where you need the large pins, and the small ones were up at the top. I did need a small one at the bottom in this corner over here, and you have multiple of these items left. So don't throw these out, because you might have another DIY project that's similar to this where you can use these pins around your door or your back door. And you may want to take this out and reinstall another one like this at a later date. I'm sure it's going to come with some pins, but I wouldn't throw these pins out, but you do get enough. If you want to put all the pins up there, that would be a little overkill, but you could do that just to ensure that that is not going to come down. So I want to thank the Bug Wall for sending out this screen for me to review, and I really appreciate it. This is going to get a lot of good use. And you guys, I just want to add that items like this change your van life experience and takes it up to the next level. So this is an investment that is going to make all the world of difference in your van life experience. I highly recommend, if you can afford this, when you can afford this, to definitely get one of the better brands, because compromising to get something else, I did have one of these from a another company and it wasn't wide enough. It wasn't wide enough. It wasn't long enough. I spent my money. I pretty much wasted my money. So go ahead and get what you know is going to work for you the first time, because who has money to waste? Even though you're going to make an investment in something like this, it is definitely well worth it. So I thank you guys again for tuning in. Let me know if this video was helpful. If you have any questions about the install on this product, let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Vanessa's Van Life Journey, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, all at Vanessa's Van Life Journey. Thanks for watching. Bye now.